right. Well, come on up, Virginia. All right. Well, everyone, this is Virginia Cervantes. When I think of Woman of the Year, and especially when I first learned about Woman of the Year, I think of service and I think of advocacy as well. Service and advocacy. And when our District 5 committee was reviewing different folks in the district for Woman of the Year, and you were recommended, I knew that Virginia was the person for service and for advocacy. So just to share some information about Virginia, she grew up in the city of Chicago as the only Mexican American at her school. As a 5-year-old girl, the transition from moving from Colorado Springs to Colorado to Chicago made it difficult for Virginia to speak, read, and make friends due to all of the bullying that she endured in the heavily segregated area. Nonetheless, she persisted and found comfort when a new family moved nearby. The family she knew as the Washingtons, no relation, okay, okay, became an extension of her own family. Virginia recalls sitting on her porch watching the smoke from afar while the Martin Luther King riots took place. Fortunately, she had the support from her mother and Mr. and Mrs. Washington to reassure her that they would be safe. Virginia is someone that is also of service to many community groups and to folks in her community. For example, she was a service and support to her mother and her 2 youngest siblings. It was during this time that she developed her interest in public service. Virginia signed up for a CITA program, which allowed her to work with a women's center called Mujeres en Acción. And she was also mentored by several older women who provided medical help and food distribution to community residents, and she even helped counsel young women seeking education and healthcare resources. Virginia served her community by speaking to residents about the free resources available and handing out pamphlets regarding health screenings and programs, keeping her community's best interests at heart. She also served and volunteered with the Brotherhood Against Slavery to Addiction, where she assisted individuals toward rehabilitation and for halting the spread of drug abuse among local residents. But that didn't just stop there. Also, in her current years as well, she's an advocate in her community, the Sun Lakes community, and she does a lot of good work with the seniors there and educating them and providing them resources and a lot of advocacy as well for either city policies or programs that are about to happen. And she has just been very, very instrumental in that capacity. So I would like to, on behalf of the 5th District, Virginia, present to you this proclamation on behalf of the 5th District and the Board of Supervisors. Whereas Virginia was a person that is community-oriented, a trailblazer, and has mentored many different folks through a variety of organizations. And whereas Virginia also serviced the community and has been a longtime resident of Riverside County, we present you this proclamation as Woman of the Year for the 5th District. So now therefore be it resolved and ordered on the 7th day of March 2023 that the Riverside County Board of Supervisors do hereby honor and recognize Virginia Cervantes for her years of dedicated services and commitment to her beloved community. Congratulations. Yes,
I feel so full of grace knowing that coming from a Hispanic barrio, working my way, helping others without me having was desperately something I needed to do. Children that were struggling in the barrio, kids that needed to go to school, mothers that need to have their children fed. I was also doing without, but they needed that. And to be here among these beautiful super women here, I'm very much honored to do that. So my thing now is for the communities to rise up, teach your children, love your children, and give them honor and grace always, because they will be your legacy, and you will be their ancestors.